Hi, my name is Vaughn Wine. I'm President, Chief Executive Officer of the Vaughn Wine Automotive Group.
Hi, I'm Sheldon Gellner, General Manager of Farm and Garden Center.
And I'm Corey Leonard, General Sales Manager at Farm and Garden Center.
My focus is generally on the automobile business. It's about 95% of my time.
We've been in business here at Farm and Garden Center since 2003, so in almost our 7 years we've grown our business from a 2-store operation up to a 5-store operation with approximately 150 employees.
I did receive a phone call from some of the people that were involved in the mentorship program and asked me whether I'd consider spending some time with some young business people and offering them advice. Essentially amounted to meeting with them for lunch about once a month. What I liked about it wasn't a huge task on my time.
I ran into a friend of mine, Greg Ewell. He brought up the Raj Manek program, as well as we saw the ad in the paper.
The fundamentals of their business were all in place.
The idea of the program sounded very good, but we didn't want to get matched up with someone that didn't understand our business.
Greg suggested Vaughn. He goes, yeah, Vaughn would be a great mentor for us.
I think I have a fairly crisp understanding of their business because it's so similar to ours.
But at the same time, we weren't directly competing with him because his industry is automotive, ours is agricultural.
We have a lot of similarities in our business.
A huge part of our business is parts and service.
Wholesale and retail.
We do like to poke some fun at Vaughn.
We're selling machinery, albeit maybe a little different.
Our stuff is much bigger.
The relationship has evolved over the last few years. It started out in the formal mentoring program with formal mentoring sessions, protege and mentor, and from then it kind of took on a life of its own.
The future was a little bit hazy for them.
Back in 2006, our business was growing fairly rapidly. We knew we needed to expand.
They knew that they had to expand their business going forward. They had to look for a new location.
When we needed some serious advice, he stepped up and provided that for us.
Where do we start? How do we get started with, finding a piece of property? We became partners of theirs in the real estate. And it was fun because it was project specific.
We didn't do a whole lot of formal contracts and everything. A lot of it was done with a handshake.
I think we're pretty honest, trustworthy, hardworking people in Saskatchewan and in Canada generally, but particularly this area. And I think when we put our hand out and shake on a deal, it's a deal.
It definitely speaks to the trust we had in the relationship with Vaughn and the trust that he had in us.
They were honest, they were respectful, they were hardworking.
A couple of years later, we were looking back for some documentation on that to see exactly what we'd agreed to, and we didn't have a lot of documentation, but all of our memories were in alignment, so our trust held true.
And we had a little trouble with our memory, but you know what, we figured it all out and we had no issues. And when there's a high degree of respect and trust between parties, it takes away the necessity for some of those things that can kind of bog a deal down. And we're right on the edge now of them announcing their new location.
We're more than just a business associates or a protege mentor. We have a friendship.
Where they weren't partners in the real estate before, they are now, and they will be. And they're going to have a great new facility and a brand new ag park, and it's going to be leading edge stuff. To Sheldon and Corey, I will tell you that you're still pretty young business guys, and you guys will lose your hair as well.
We were taller, better looking, and had more hair than our mentor. I think that's probably the thing that really hits home.
You'll never be as good looking as me, it doesn't matter how hard you try.